Animals of all kinds enrich our lives. They can be our friends or inspire our imagination. Whether it's a house pet such as a cat, a domesticated animal like a horse, or even a wild animal like an owl or alligator, animals deserve kindness from humans. By caring for pets and domesticated animals and respecting animals in the wild, you can show your kindness to any animal. Caring for pets or domesticated animals make a lifelong commitment. No matter how old your pet is, make sure you are ready to take care of it for the rest of its life, or yours. Animals have feelings and bond with their pet parents, and not taking this commitment seriously can harm your animal. Avoid getting your pet at a pet store or other type of animal factory such as a puppy mill, by relying on reputable breeders or humane societies. Ask yourself some of the following questions before adopting a pet to make sure it's the right decision for you. Why do I want a pet? Do I have enough time and money to care for my pet? How well would an animal fit in my home? Am I allowed to have pets in my rental property? Who will care for my pet if I am away, ill, or pass away? Promote your animal's health. A healthy pet is a happy pet. Taking care of your pet or animal's health with regular vet visits and watching for signs of illness can promote their health and well-being, and demonstrate your kindness towards them. Make sure your animals receive yearly vaccinations against rabies and other diseases. Schedule vaccinations as a part of your pet's annual visit to the vet. Groom your animals as necessary for their species. For example, brush your horses, dogs, and cats regularly. Watch for fleas and other pests like ear mites and treat them accordingly. Give animals a comfy personal space. Just like people, pets and other domesticated animals like horses enjoy sleeping, having alone time, playing, and cleanliness. Making your pet a personal space that is comfortable and clean shows your kindness and can help create a strong bond between the two of you. Prepare a cozy sleeping space with items like a pet bed, a box with a blanket, or a nice pile of clean hay. Put a personal item in the space to remind her of your scent. Create other spaces where your animals can eat, play, and go to the bathroom. Keep eating and bathroom spaces as far apart as possible because many animals won't eat near where they defecate. Allow smaller animals like cats and dogs to live inside with you. Make sure smaller pets and domesticated animals that stay outside have proper shelter. For example, any animal needs a roof to protect it from rain, snow, or other bad weather. This is especially important for smaller animals because they are not able to regulate their body temperatures in extreme hot or cold. Keep your pets and animal spaces as clean as possible. For example, if you have turtles or fish, clean the tank once a week. Likewise, clean a kitty litter box every day.
Please like the video and share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that you can get notified of our upcoming videos.
Feed your animals regularly. Part of an animal's health is getting daily food and water. Mealtimes also show your kindness and help establish a bond with your animal. Give your animals food at the same times every day to establish a routine. Ask your vet or conduct online research to figure out how often you should feed your pet for optimal health. Feed your animals food that is appropriate for their species. For example, give cats and dogs a mixture of moist and dry foods and pigs vegetables and fruits. You can ask your vet or local pet store or conduct online research to figure out what brands and types of food are best for your best. Aim to get the highest quality food you can afford to promote your pet's health. Make sure pets and other animals always have a bowl of fresh and clean water in addition to their food. Change the water at least once daily and more often if your pet drinks it or something like food falls in the bowl. Avoid giving your pet or domesticated animal table scraps or other human foods like chocolate because these can harm their health and even be fatal. Talk to your vet about what types of foods to absolutely keep away from your pets. Reward your pet with treats when they are being good. Be careful not to feed your animals too many treats, which are often filled with sugar and can contribute to unhealthy weight gain. Interact at the right times. Just like people, animals often enjoy having some space to themselves. Allow your pet or animal to sleep in peace, which can build trust and shows kindness. Avoid moving or playing with your animal when she is sleeping, eating or drinking, and cleaning herself. Doing so may scare, stress, or annoy animals, which could result in an unpleasant reaction. Avoid chasing pets because this can scare them. Although you might be tempted to show your animal love by following her and picking her up or interacting with her, this often goes against animal behavior. Allow pets and other animals to approach you whenever they want. Position yourself at your animal's height to appear less threatening. This can relax them and ensure they are comfortable getting your attention. Show your love. Always show your animal how much you love her by being gentle and affectionate. This helps build trust and can make her more likely to approach and seek out quality time with you. Pet or stroke and pick up your animals gently. Avoid squeezing your animal or pulling her tail while you pet or stroke her. Reciprocate any affection your animal shows you. This helps form a bond of trust and love between you and your animal. Part of this includes talking to your pet and referring to her by name. Play with your animal. Most pets and animals are naturally energetic and require play to stay happy and healthy. Give them toys, take them for walks, and do any other type of activity your animal enjoys. Be patient with your animal if she makes a mistake. Don't yell, hit, or do anything else retaliatory toward her. Pets learn best from positive responses and may learn to fear you if you yell at or hit them. Report suspected animal abuse. Unfortunately, not every person is kind to animals. If you suspect that someone is abusing an animal, report it to authorities immediately. This is one way to show your kindness to animals. Some signs of abuse you might see are animals that are chained in yards without proper food, water, or shelter. Hitting or kicking animals, or even screaming at them. Handling animals with care. Avoid forcing any animal. Chasing after or forcing an animal to approach you if it barks, whinnies, or hisses at you can cause you to harm and traumatize the animal. The same goes for attempts to claw, kick, or bite you. Remove yourself from the situation to let the animal calm down. Consider putting yourself at the level of the animal to help calm it. Kneel down to smaller animals such as dogs, cats, rabbits, or turtles. Avoid putting your face directly in front of an animal's face, which may stress it and cause you harm. Keep in mind that animals respond to you the way you treat them. Approach animals slowly. Animals are much more sensitive to behaviors and smells than humans. No matter what type of animal, horses, cats, dogs, turtles, or birds, approach them slowly and quietly to avoid scaring them or causing them undue stress. Avoid approaching an animal from its blind spots, which can startle it. This may traumatize the animal or could wind up in an injury for you. Let dogs, cats, and other animals sniff you before you handle it. Extend your hand and let the animal smell you. It will decide if you can approach it more closely from here. Consider washing your hands if you are touching multiple animals, as some pets may not like the smell of another species. Give the animal a few seconds or minutes to approach you. Some animals may be naturally timid and need a little while to get used to your presence. Approaching them before an animal shows it wants your attention can cause it stress. Pick up your animal calmly. If your pet approaches you for attention or you want to give her some love by picking her up, move calmly and slowly toward her. If her body seems relaxed, pick her up using the correct methods to support her body and prevent harm. Place your hands under the animal's legs or on the legs and belly. This provides a stable base so she feels safe. You can also gently move your arms underneath your animal if she is larger. Remember to stay calm and be patient so that you don't startle your animal. If the animal shows any signs of not wanting to be picked up, allow it to go free and try again another time. Use proper methods for larger animals. For example, if you need to pick up a horse, cow, or a pig, make sure you have the proper equipment such as a crane that supports the legs, head, and belly. Stand up slowly once you have a good handle of your pet. This can minimize the risk of startling the animal and traumatizing it. Avoid picking up an animal by its head, individual legs, or tail. No exceptions, otherwise you can seriously harm and traumatize the animal. Hold your animal stably. Once you've calmly picked up your animal, make sure to assure her and help her relax by keeping a stable hold on her. This can ensure that both of you have a relaxing and enjoyable bonding experience. Keep your animal in a balanced position so that she feels safe. Avoid flipping animals, which can not only traumatize but also harm them. Consider sitting down with your pet to help both of you relax. This may allow the animal to snuggle into you and further establish your bond of trust. Make sure you talk to your pet and stroke her while you are holding her. Respecting wild animals. Remember that wild animals are just that, wild. Anyone who spends time in or near nature likely enjoys seeing the critters that inhabit unpopulated areas. Although animals like raccoons, foxes, and alligators are cute and may appear cuddly, they live in the wild and exhibit behaviors of animals that aren't domesticated, such as killing prey or things they perceive as threats. Be aware that many species of animals, such as alligators, cannot be tamed, and you shouldn't make an attempt to tame them or their offspring. Be aware that it is often against the law to keep wild animals without a special permit. Enjoy wildlife from afar. Disturbing wildlife is one way to get hurt, or hurt the animal. Observe and enjoy wildlife from afar to show your kindness to it and avoid startling the animal. Avoid chasing, touching, or picking up wild animals. Remain quiet and still when watching wildlife. Use binoculars and cameras to get close to wildlife with your eyes. Keep your pets away from wild animals to prevent disease transmission or any unpleasant interactions. Stay away from habitats or wild animal areas at mating times or when they are protecting their young. Avoid feeding wild animals. Although it may seem harmless, feeding wildlife can have serious consequences, such as altering natural behaviors, exposing them to predators, and damaging their health. Don't give wild animals any of your food or leave food out for them. Keep any food, including pet food, you have outside securely stored in containers with lids. Place trash in secured bins or sealed bags. If you are camping, hiking, or taking a nature walk, look for areas designated for trash. Never throw garbage on the ground or leave it sitting in your yard or elsewhere. Be aware that the salt from sweat on shoes or boots and scented toiletries can also attract wild animals. Never use food to bait a wild animal to come closer to you. Allow animals to thrive in your area. At your home, set the conditions so that animals can safely thrive without bothering you. Planting a garden to invite birds or small creatures and avoiding pesticides can show wild animals kindness while continuing to respect their boundaries. Use organic lawn and garden treatments. Not only can this protect wildlife, but also your pets. Take care when driving. Human development is increasingly encroaching on the habitats of wild animals. Housing area and roads interrupt the natural area of animals such as deer and foxes. Taking care when driving through areas populated by wild animals can show them kindness and consideration. Avoid swerving to not hit an animal on major roads. This can lead to major accidents and even human fatalities. Do your best to not hit the animal. Never go out of your way to hit an animal with your car. It's cruel and could get you in legal trouble if someone sees you. Respect wild meat. The meat of wild animals like deer is in no question nutritious and beneficial for human consumption. If you wish to take advantage of this as a natural alternative to the horrors of factory farming, make sure you can be a responsible and respectful hunter. Strive to become proficient enough with a gun or bow so that the animal will drop to the ground as quickly and as painlessly as possible. Then be sure to preserve and take all of the animal's meat, which will help to sustain you. Report injured animals to authorities. If you accidentally hit an animal or see an injured or sick animal in the wild, let proper authorities know. They can find the best solution to aiding the animal. Contact park rangers if you are in a natural park. Call your local wildlife rehabilitator, conservation commission, or police department if you are not in a park. Your local humane society will also have information about who you can contact. Support animal conservation efforts. Animals are threatened and endangered all over the world, possibly including your local area. Making donations to animal charities or even volunteering at a local animal rescue facility can go a long way keeping animals safe and healthy. Consider making an annual donation to conservation groups such as the World Wildlife Foundation. Groups like this can use the money to protect threatened and endangered species around the world. However, if you want to help animals in your local area, make a donation to a local nature reserve or park. Offer your time to a local park or animal facility. This can help them save administrative funds and divert them to important efforts such as vaccinations or rebuilding natural habitats.